Just typing. Hi everybody. So I have pinned the comment. And I've also pinned Guruji's healing villages. I've also pinned that Instagram ID so everybody can follow. Namaste, Krishna ji. Hi Prana, Madhu. Hi everybody. Hi Rashmi. Hi Inscribed Happiness. Thank you, Wilding Botanicals. I am very glad to be doing this. Let's see. I think Guruji might be here too. I'm going to see if he sent. No, I think Guruji might be sending us. Hi Shriyanka. Hi Birdie Kaur. Hi Ishwar. I'm very, very well. I think these lives have really been a great life-changing thing for me. I want to tell Guruji as well because I've been in the middle of a move, really changed where I lived and left a lot of people that I knew behind in the US since the time I came. But the move has been so smooth and done so well, and I have Guruji's guidance to really thank for it. Thank you, Maitri. Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam. How are you?
I am very, very well, Guruji. So lovely to see you. I look forward the whole week. I'm sure so does everybody else. We look forward the whole week to come and talk to you on Wednesday. And everything you teach stays every day of the week and more so each time.
It's again depending on with which frame we are getting the ideas. I appreciate all of you who are capturing these ideas and processing within and understand its real sense and keenly looking forward to get more and more. Means you are all spiritually elevated. That makes me very happy. Thank you.
No, we try, Guruji, and with your simple explanations, it does not seem harsh, it does not seem difficult, it seems very possible to do it. So I just want to, before we start, Guruji, I just wanted to share my personal experience because we've been working with you and hearing your insights. So I always, for the last 16 years, since I moved to America, I lived in a very small, sweet town, very peaceful. Everybody that I know really lived there. And now I've moved to a city, a big city. And, through your guidance, Guruji, the move has been so easy. Not only the move has been easy, it's created this level, this, kind of sitting back patiently in me. I have been able to practice every day the yogasana, the kumbhak, and just something in me has shifted. And it does not matter how fast or slow the world is moving outside, because you've made it even more clear that the journey lies inside. So I really humbly want to thank you, Guruji.
You're always welcome. Let your experience be a motivation for others also.
I'm sure everybody has also had breakthroughs in their life, and that's why this would be a great session to get people on and to actually do a Q&A, Guruji, because even last time we had some questions about Tantra. And so everybody who's on can start bringing the questions. Guruji, I will start with the first one, and then I'm sure people will come up with more questions.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to share before we start, Guruji?
No, I am waiting for your questions.
Okay, Guruji. So, my question has been this, Guruji, that, sometimes, this is how I have looked at karma and sanskar, and maybe I'm wrong, that I feel that we are born, right, to kind of address certain tendencies or sanskars that we carry, and we may create those karmas because of the sanskars we carry.
Yes.
Because we have to face those sanskars and rewire ourselves, and then the karmas will just kind of melt away. That's how I've understood. Now, when I talk about, when anybody talks about spontaneous healing, Guruji, that when you go to a tantric master, and if he can create instant healing, right, which is through energy, the doubt that remains in my mind is if I am not sorting through that sanskar via the path of self awareness, and it's a spontaneous healing that happens on an, through somebody else's energy, will I then have to face that tendency or that sanskar again in the same life or in another life? Did that make sense? Did the question make sense?
It's actually this question or this doubt is coming from ajna, ignorance. We must know exactly what the reality is. Technically, we say everything is by God, God is omnipotent, God is omnipresent, many things we will say. But in reality, we all are temporary manifestations of the cosmic reality, which we call God, as same as the waves in the ocean. That's all. So long as we think that we are, limited waves, we will have this fear, and that fear will create this question. What we should understand is, we are in reality, we are the infinite energy. From that infinite energy, a finite projection is there as I am. That is for a specific reason, which is incomprehensible. If you start asking this question, why am I born and what are my problems, never you will get the answer. There is an Upanishad which is known as Chandogya Upanishad.
Okay.
That Upanishad is a presentation as a conversation between Yajnavalkya Maharshi and Gargi. The student is asking questions and the Maharshi was giving answers for that. The Gargi, like you, keep on asking questions. So finally, Master is declaring that, Gargi, if you try to find the answer for your questions within your frame of mind, your head is going to burst off. Then Gargi will ask, then what else I should do? Meditate. Arrest the functions of your mind. Transcend the limitations of your senses. Then you will come to know you will come face to face with the reality. That is experience, where senses are subsided, reality come up. This is how only we will get answers for this question. Specifically, if I give answer for your question, I think your children are there. Huh?
No, they're outside, Guruji. They don't have
Yeah,
anything going
good,
on
good,
this
good.
morning.
Yes. I can hear them. Okay, good. See, from my experience, I can say, if you ask a substantial evidence, I cannot give that, but from my experience, I can tell. A yogic experience are a little bit mysterious because mind cannot understand the real experience. So, what was my state of existence before I took this body? Just ask this question. Before the birth, where were you? Or if I take myself, before I took the shape of the zygote, the first cell, where I existed?
In the ocean, in the cosmos.
In the cosmos. This is only an imagination, but nobody can give a specific proof about it. But from my experience, I can say we can we can rewind our memory. There is a section in Tantra Yoga, especially the journey of Lord Shiva, or the journey towards Shiva Loka, the world of Shiva. Shiva has 4 faces. Kapali, then Bhairav, Rudran, and Mahadeva. These are the 5, manifestations of Lord Shiva. When I read the book, I was not very convinced and I didn't know what was that. But when I experienced, when I meditated, there is a state called samyama. When we reached that level of trance, which we call tantra state, we can rewind our memory. And what was happened to me, I could see what I was forming my kapal, my skull in my mother's womb. When I taken my memory back to that level, I came to know what was written in the book as Kapala Ishwar. Kapala means skull. Ishwar means the light. Light about or revelation about the manufacturing of our skull. That is what is called Kapalishwaran. When I reached to that level, when I taken my memory to that level, I was manifesting as my Kapalishwaran. There I came to know the reality, why I took this life as a human being. If I was making that Kabal, that skull in a tiger's womb, I would have been born as a tiger. So then who took the decision to enter in my mother's body? I myself did before I took the body. So I was in a level of existence or in a state of existence as a light. From the light, minute, like waves evolved. We can say it's a genetic formation or gene. Genetic memory is there. Then from the genes, I transform myself into a chromosome. Then from the chromosome, I form a cell, first cell called zygote. From the zygote, I created my kabal. From the kabal, I created my human body. So before that, when I say this is a scientific explanation, but from my experience from Kapal, when I took my memory back, I could see the bombarding molecules, Raudra Tandava. Tandava means Tandava means colliding each other. So I was like molecules colliding each other. I could feel I was a cosmic existence as small molecules bombarding each other. That is what's called Raudra Tandava. Fearful, bombardment. So there I recognized, oh, Maharudran, it's myself. Then again I took my memory back. I could feel from where a big bang, I could see. From the big bang, the molecules evolved. Bhungar means it's an explosion, cosmic explosion. The moment you recognize that, you are a Bhairav. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. How the mantras are starting? It is starting from the basic sound. Then I recognized, I reached to the Bhairava level. And from Bhairava level, again, I took my energy back. There was an unmodified state of existence, which I can say it's Mahadeva. Extreme silence. So this is possible. When we recognize or when we reach that level, there is no question remaining. Everything is revealed. This is the benefit of yoga, especially Tantra Yoga. Tantra Yoga, whatever may be your beginning, which way you start, it is not making any difference. It is clearly mentioned in our Hatha Pradipika by Swarmarama Maharshi and Keranda Samhita. Shri Adi Nadhena Sapada Kodi Laya Prakara Kadida Jayandi Nada Anusandhanaka Mekameva Manya Mahe Manya Tamam Layana. It is a declaration by the master saying this. Shri Adinadena, the first master, might have given you Sapada Kodi, 1,25 lakhs of methods. How many
mothers?
Methods, ways, different ways.
Yeah. Wow.
So you can select any one of this. Millions and millions of methods are there. Bhakti, karma, jnana, laya, sora, there are many. But master is saying this. Nada anusandhanaka mekameva. The only one method which I recommend you is follow the inner silence, Nada Brahma. Manyamahe Manyatamam. I recommend that only. That means Kundalini Yoga, the sound of silence. So when you reach whatever may be your beginning level, but slowly all paths will lead to our own self, our inner sound. When we start pursuing that inner sound, everything will be revealed. Sa layo nadam ashrida. Everything will be dissolving into the cosmic sound, which is your real existence. So when we recognize that, or if you want to reach there, we need a mantra. Otherwise, journey will be blocked somewhere. When we get the right mantra, like a rope with which you can climb further, then you need more hooks. That's called tantra, techniques you have to apply. Then in coordination with the rope, your effort and the hook and whatever it is, that will give you the yantra. Without mantra and yantra, no success is offered in yogic way. People are deviating in between, that is their life. But from my experience, in connection with the master's instruction, everything is possible. We can declare ourselves that I found myself and I am that. See, each and every text in our yogic philosophy end with Om Tat Sat.
Mm-hmm.
Tat means that which you were looking for, coming through you or coming to you through Om. Sound. Om Tat Sat. You are that. That's all.
Ah, got it. Got it. So you are the cosmos kind of a thing. So I just want to repeat that mantra is required, and from
Yes.
the mantra, as you evolve in that, then you need tantra because you need
Yes.
some techniques to get
Techniques.
ahead. And then
Yes.
once you have the mantra and the tantra, then you need some tools, and that is yantra.
Yes.
Okay.
So mantra, tantra, yandra will make your journey safe and successful.
Right. And right now, when people, right now the modern tendency is in the modern world is to pick random practices from random places that may not always be in order. But if you do this kind of order with mantra, tantra, and yantra, it's going to be a safe journey and the
Yes.
climb is going to be protected.
Yes.
Hmm.
Not only protected, the masters behind the mantra will assure that you will achieve the goal.
Right. So that mantra
that
is
is the
very
great courage.
important.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Guruji, I'm going to take some of the questions of the audiences
Yes.
and read them out to you. So, VJ Millie asks, what is the process of getting initiated into Tantra and what is the criteria to be eligible for it?
Yes. It is very simple. First of all, we have to try Bhuda Shuddhi. Bhuda Shuddhi means our body is a combination of 5 elements.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be careful about the food which we eat,
Mm-hmm.
water we drink, the exercise which we do,
Mm-hmm.
and the rhythm of breath or the strength of our breathing capability or the tuning. Then the quality of sleep which we have.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the 5 ways we have to clean our 5 senses, our 5 elements.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If it is done, it can be done through simple disciplines and simple exercise. When the person or the sadhaka get sufficient, adequate, purity in the Buddha level, definitely the guidance will come to that sadhaka, either through a book or by a master or from even dream it can come. So the eligibility for a sadhaka to get initiated is purity in 5 levels. Then if that basic purity is achieved, verbal mantra can be given to the sadhaka. For we want Vak Shuddhi. Vak Shuddhi means our thoughts has to be balanced or cleansed or arranged within. The external verbal mantra can do that. Once adequate purity is acquired in Vak Shuddhi, the verbal cleanse, like Shuddhi means again purity, then the mantra for manana can be given to the person. Once the manana mantra is given, that person can practice minimum few months. Within few months, that person will be eligible for Mula mantra. Once Mula mantra is given, that the person is equipped to cover any height in the journey. Then that person can practice. Initially, the sadhaka can practice with a certain guidance, and later, when the capability is achieved, then the rest of the journey can be carried out alone.
Right. So sorry, Guruji. I just want to repeat because my daughter came. So first the mantra is given, then the Mula mantra is given.
No. First is Japa mantra,
Huh?
then Shuddhi mantra,
Okay.
then Mula mantra, then Mula
Okay.
mantra.
Okay, Japa mantra, Shuddhi mantra, and then Mula mantra.
Mula
And the Mula mantra gives enough grounding for the student
Yes.
then to really be on this path, because that will really hold him and protect him.
Yes.
Okay. And Guruji, can you talk a little bit about what Vaka mantra is, what Shuddhi mantra is, and what is the difference and what type, what exactly would that mean for us?
See, Shuddhi mantra generally used Panchakshari. Na, ma, shi, va, ya. Na represent the earth element, Ma represent water element, Shi, Agni, fire element, Va, Vayu, air element, and Ya, the space. So when we recite verbally this Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, so these 5 letters will harmonize the 5 chakras, 5 centers in our spinal cord. Once it is done, that is verbal. Once it is done, then that person's aura or energy level should be monitored by the master. Based on that energy level, master will give the Shuddhi mantra. It will vary. It's like a medicine. It depends on the nature of the person.
Got it.
Maybe a Shakti mantra or any other mantra like a Haigriyava mantra, whatever is possible and which will match with that person's vibration. After that practice, the aura will show the eligibility for getting the Mula mantra. That cannot, planned, like we cannot prepare it. It will come spontaneously. That sign will come. When that sign comes, master will say, "Come on, you be ready," and that initiation will be taken place. The Mula mantra will be given. It is not a verbal one. It's like letters, like fire. When fire touches with the gunpowder, it will start flaring up. Same way, the mantra akshara, the syllables will connect with the marma. Marmas are like a storehouse of gunpowder. When the akshara reaches there, it will start catching fire. That fire will give the light, sound, everything will be coming out from within the sadhana. Yes.
Great, Guruji. That's so great to understand, because people also get lost. Like you gave us your story that at some point your master, your guru told you that, hey, you are good to be on your own now. So similarly, we start our journey with a guru, with a master, and then you come to a point when you are grounded enough and your energy is flowing enough that you can be on this journey by yourself. And the first mantra is like a 5 akshar mantra for 5 energy centers. And then after that, depending on where your energy levels are, your guru will suggest the Shuddhi mantra. And then depending on that, there will be a Mula mantra, which will be really a very powerful mantra. And then you will have those experiences and you can be on your own. When does Tantra come into play? So that's the mantra part of it. So once the student is on his own, right, because he's got the Mula mantra, how does he discover the techniques or the tantra?
It is not no need to discover. It will be revealed. The
Got it.
word tantra again, mana trananam mantra. Trananam in the sense means obliterating. When your thoughts are obliterated, then the reality of the mind, the strength of the mind will be revealed. That state is called tantra. The tat means the object you are searching for. That object will start manifesting, vibrating in front of you. That then the seeker will recognize that, oh, this is what I was really looking for. There, Dvaita will come. Dvaita means duality is there. The seeker and the seen are there. That is what is called the tantra state. So the existence will become only a vibration. That is tantra or trance.
Right.
Another explanation is this. Like now we are talking each other because our minds are interacting each other with a certain wavelength.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I draw a line, we are in this conscious level. Below, 1 minute. I think some messages are coming in my system.
Yeah, I think it's in your system, but it's fine, Guruji. It's not really bothering. It might be bothering you.
Because it is disturbing. Let me check.
Okay.
Oh, I think I made it silent. Let me try.
Okay.
So if we draw a line, we are in conscious level. If we fall our mind one step down, that is what is called the subconscious level or dream state.
Yes.
Then from the subconscious level, one step down we fall. That is what is unconscious or sushupti. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Conscious, subconscious, and unconscious.
Yeah.
That is a downfall.
Yeah.
But it is called a Nidra. Nidra means ordinary sleep. From conscious, we fall asleep. But Yoga Nidra is from conscious level. We deliberately, through practice, we take the mind one step higher. Exactly like the subconscious level, one step higher will take. That is what Tantra, consciousness. So you experience this universe as vibration. We know sound is coming from vibration. If the cosmos, Nada Brahman, is a vibration, we can recognize that vibration that time. That is what is called Tantra state. We are in a trance. From that Tantra state, we can take one step higher, which is called Turiya or super consciousness. Body will remain as relaxed as the sleep state, but mind will exist in its higher level, which is one with the reality, which is called Yoga Nidra. But this is misinterpreted that people are lying on floor and practicing Yoga Nidra. They say Yoga Nidra. It's not Yoga Nidra. So long as you keep your spinal cord parallel to the gravity, what will happen? If body is parallel on earth, you are in a vertebrae. They all are just relaxing. There is no stimulation in the spinal cord. You are not aware, you will fall asleep.
Makes so much sense.
You should keep your spinal cord perpendicular to earth. You are fully awakened. In that, we should create a certain state of sleep. There we will see actually everything is, as I told you earlier, everything play of hormones. So keep our spines straight, correct. Then the body, there will be certain compression in the spinal cord. So body get relaxed, muscles are relaxed. So spinal cord will be compressed. All this will be pressing the spine.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you an interesting thing. From from a practitioner's point of view,
Mm-hmm.
you observe people who are having cervical spondylitis.
Mm-hmm.
Many people get weird dreams.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Many
Absolutely
people
right.
will come and say that, oh, sir, Guruji, I cannot sleep because I get these dreams and this is troubling me a lot. Actually, because of this disc pressing with the spinal cord, these hormones will be developed during
I
the
believe that.
dream state. Then they will get dreams. Actually, dreams are different, levels of existence,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
level of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Yogi is creating all these troubles
Mm-hmm.
and handling in a technical way.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a person who is being treated in a mental asylum, lunatic asylum,
Mm-hmm.
is exactly the state, the level of mind is as same as a yogi who is meditating.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is yoga? The other one is yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Yoga, it is happening without any control. Yoga
Mm.
is happening with control. That is the difference.
Right. Right. Beautifully explained. Beautifully explained, Guruji. That makes so much sense. That and so there's a lot of things that you said in a very short period of time with Tantra. That after the shuddhi of the five Mahabhuts is done, you're eating
Yes.
right, you're drinking right, you're doing right exercise. So all of
Yes.
the five elements have been taken care of, then you are eligible to get a mantra from a guru. And Guruji, I'll agree with you, right? That I also feel that the more we get on this path, things get revealed.
True.
Automatically, it's the beauty of this journey is that you don't have to go seeking. You
Yes.
have to just keep being in your
Yes.
own existence and answers keep coming. And then you get the mantra, and after that, the journey guides itself. You don't have to go and find external sources. You just,
True.
wherever you are, and you keep practicing on your path, that state that this practice takes you in, right? I just want to summarize for everybody, which is like a state, but at a higher vibration. Sleep
Yes.
is in that agyan state where you have no knowledge of what's happening, but you create the same experience in an awakened state,
Mm.
and then that magic starts beginning where things start being revealed to you. What you need to do next, you automatically know. You don't need external guidance or confusion. There is no confusion left. There is only
Yes.
self-awareness and revelation. The
Yes.
other very important thing you said, Guruji, which was, I think, a huge, huge game changer for a lot of people, as that when you lay down and you do any of this practice and your spine is parallel to the floor, that energy
Yes.
flow that needs to be upwards
Yes.
is not going to happen. It cannot happen.
No.
Similarly, even with posture, and Guruji, I've noticed this so much that people who have a lot of fear, I have hunchback, they have a
Yes.
certain, people who have a lot of stress have like this. So,
True.
because the energy flow from your spine is completely blocked. And probably,
Yes.
Guruji, that's why even asana became such an important part of the path
Mm.
of yoga to really create that energy flow in the spine.
True.
So when yoga nidra is done or that tantric state is achieved, it is very important for the spine to be erect,
Mm.
sitting up, so that
Yes.
the energy can happen in the right manner.
Yes. Yes. So tantra can be noticed when the tantra state developed in the
Hmm.
body.
Hmm.
The sadhaka will, all of a sudden, the sadhaka will recognize it. There is no need of any clarification. Maybe some doubts will come. Then he can discuss with his master and come to know exactly what was happening, which um, gland was activated. See, there are thousands of hidden glands in our body. That is what is called prana apanayor granthi. Granthi means gland.
Hmm.
As we try to make a union, yoga union between our prana and apana,
Hmm.
thousands of hidden glands will be activated.
Hmm.
Then we will come to know the manifested world in which we are living and struggling. It is as significant as a grain of sand. So much more, 100 times or 1,000 times more exposed universe will be presented in front of you. then this world will become very insignificant. That is why people understood their inner potential, recognized or experienced their reality. They keep smiling, whatever may be the problem. People will come to this person with many big issues, and they keep smiling. I was really irritated many times when I was with my master. I used to go to my master with I used to think that my problem is as big as Himalaya. I approach him, Guruji, this is what's happening, what I should do. When he sees my panic situation, he used to smile. That in the beginning, that smile was irritating me a lot. But later, so later I came to know why he was smiling that. That is what is called Buddha's smile.
Yep, that is exactly what it is, Guruji. You have that Buddha smile too. But whenever I ask you a question and you remind me of my Agyan, I can just smile. There is no annoyance because it makes everything look so trivial, and the only thing that matters is the inner journey.
Yes, inner journey.
That's so great, Guruji. I wake up every day with that memory now that what only thing that matters is this journey, and it's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to see. I know there are a lot of people who might have questions. So again, so I think Pooja, your question is answered now about the Shuddhi process. Again, Vajayanti asks Guruji, what is the role of live initiation by a guru versus learning something from a book?
Yes. We can read many books about lighting a lamp. But if you want to really light a lamp, you need a matchstick. You have to have a flame to lighten the candle. So Guru's role is that fire for ignition. So that ignition cannot be taken from a book. So we can read a lot. But if you want to be ignited, then for that you have to reach to a master.
And how well said, Guruji. Today you said a lot of people, have naturally felt not drawn to the path of a guru. So, Guruji, I'll be honest with you, even me, right? For so many years, I always feel very scared because I don't want to be like completely get into a cultish kind of situation. And no, and even though I have pursued a lot of, listened to a lot of leaders and a lot of gurus, I've always been very careful of completely falling in the path. There is that insecurity. But I have to say that the way you explained it, Guruji, is that the guru is only needed to a certain path. The guru will allow you to go and discover yourself because that's the natural process. Yes. And Guruji, with you, I have felt that natural, that it's just natural. It's not been unnatural. Even in conversation with you, it has been without an insecurity that you're not, you're just showing us the truth, revealing us the truth and wanting us to see it for ourselves. You have given us a constant reminder of not do this and don't do that and live your life like this and don't live your life like that. You have just encouraged us to create our own discoveries.
Yes.
And I think that is why this makes such a big difference. So the guru becomes the ignition tool
yes.
that you require. Yes. And so, Guruji, is it also possible that when you go on this path and you create the Panch Mahabhautik purity, the Shuddhi, that automatically that's how I feel with you, Guruji, that when the seeker is ready, the master will appear. That can happen by itself too, right, Guruji?
Yes. Where there is an effort, there has to be a result. This is the law of nature. This is what exactly even Jesus also mentioned. As you search, you will find. If you search something wrong unknowingly, the result will be wrong for you.
Yeah.
So if you have an unconditional search towards the reality, definitely that inner reflection will guide you. Everybody is containing an inner guru. The external guru's duty is just to ignite that. Then that is what is called Kundalini awakening. Once the inner guru, the inner sage is exposed, then everything will be simple. So the external guidance is necessary, or external ignition is necessary for that. So it is everybody, every sadhaka should be consistent in the practice. That's all.
Great, that consistency. So, Guruji, if somebody asks, SK Living asks the question that I came to the realization of the self, Om Tat Sat. Now, with this realization, what should we do next?
Buddha Shuddhi.
So, can you talk a little bit about that, Guruji?
It's like try to eat vegetarian food as much as possible. That also raw food. The moment we eat cooked food, our body will find difficulty to handle it. So eat as much as possible raw food. Then fruits, little grain. That also some kind of raw food we can have. Grain also we can eat, soak and eat. And I am not insisting to stick on only raw food. Try as much as possible. So food part is over. Eat whenever you are hungry only. Never try to eat for the time's sake. Oh, breakfast, you have to eat. Only human beings are eating with the clock. No other living being in this nature is eating because of a clock. Breakfast, who told you to eat breakfast? If you are not hungry, please don't eat. But if you are hungry, even in the midnight, you have the right to eat. So food is for when you are hungry only, you are supposed to eat. That is the first law for this Bodha Shuddhi. First Bodha Shuddhi is earth element. Second one is water. Many people say this many liters of water you have to drink. Who told you that? Whenever you feel thirsty, you should drink. That's all. Drink water, pure water. And make sure that your urine, the color of the urine is clear. Then the color changes. Immediately drink more water. That is the sign of the impurity. Body is showing that get me more water. That's all. Then exercise. Observe yourself. Definitely you will come to know if you eat clean food and drink sufficient water, naturally you will get a tendency to stretch. Then that stretch you can take out from any text or from a master who is teaching yoga asanas. Find out which asanas are comfortable for you. Keep practicing that. Then when you do asanas, definitely you will get a tendency to sit somewhere by keeping your spine straight. There, look inside. Close your eyes and look inside. That's all. The best technique is try to see our own eyes. Like we used our eyes to see many things, but we have not tried to see our own eyes except on mirror. Close our eyes and try to see the eyes. You can see immediate changes you can recognize. These are the ways we have to get into practice. If we do religiously these 4 disciplines, our quality of sleep will be, drastically changed. When these 5 elements are harmonized, the guru will reach to that student. It's an assurance. Yes.
Somebody is saying this food advice seems to be all against Ayurveda. No, it's not all against Ayurveda. Only the cooked part is not the Ayurveda, but the water, the exercise, the vegetarian food for the most part, as well as. So, Guruji, what about onion and garlic? So, in our house, because we're doing, these 8 days, we don't eat onion, garlic, or anything. I noticed such a big difference in our temperament and moods without onion and garlic. So do you want to talk about that, Guruji, a little bit? Would you recommend if it's easy to give up onion garlic?
See, onion and garlic mostly used in Ayurveda as medicines,
Yeah, it's
not
only
as
medicine.
food.
Yeah, no, not
Yes.
as food. Not
So,
as food.
so medicine is necessary when we have a disease,
Mm-hmm.
or as a precaution, we can
Mm-hmm.
have garlic. Like now in the COVID season,
Mm-hmm.
people are really running here and there, like in a mad mood. What is the use of this panicking? Just have a combination of ginger, garlic, and lemon mixed with honey. Try 3 to 5 days a week. That's all. And then 3 weeks or 5 weeks we can try. Then I can assure you that nothing is going to happen. So that is a medicine, but we cannot take it as a regular food. That will produce ulcer.
Absolutely,
So
not as a
again,
regular.
why I insist, vegetarian food. Many people think, oh, it is because of yoga, religion. No, our mind is produced from the food which we eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you eat chicken, chicken has a brain. Then it has a moving tendency. Or you eat meat, other meat.
Mm-hmm.
So either a cow or a goat or whatever it is, they are having their own emotions and they have a tendency to move in search of food.
Mm-hmm.
So the basic molecule, the nature of the cell is moving.
Mm-hmm.
So you eat that molecule and your mind is produced from that molecule,
Mm-hmm.
which will be having a tendency to move here and there. So you will
Absolutely.
not get a stable mind. But you
Absolutely.
see the vegetables, it's stable there. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have a brain.
Mm-hmm.
And it is always focusing, keeping the leaves to get more sunlight only. Get
Mm-hmm.
sunlight, get extract from earth, process, produce food, and no
Mm-hmm.
emotion at all. It's only a transformation. So you get a stable molecule which is not having a tendency of moving, and eat that. You will get a mind from stable molecules which will have the tendency of stability. This is why I insist vegetarian food.
Absolutely, absolutely, Guruji. And that's exactly what Ayurveda also says, that the Samanya Vishesha Siddhant, which is such an
Yeah.
important Siddhant in Ayurveda, which
Yes.
talks about that what you eat, you become. That's, you
Yes.
want that Samanya Guna. And that's exactly what this is, what Guruji is saying. Now, Guruji, I'm going to take the next question that somebody said is, while meditating, there is some shooting energy or something upward direction in my spine. Shikha says, which is painless. It happens few times for fraction of seconds, and any specific reasons for this. And I know, Guruji, this happens with me as well. Even when I'm doing kumbhak, there is energy created, there is a little vibration. And sometimes it happens even otherwise. I feel like when I go deeper in my meditation as well, there is this, I don't know if it's physical, visible or not, but inside I feel this vibration. That is, Shikha is asking what does that mean?
Physiologically, I can say when you sit for meditation, your spine get compressed and certain disc will start rubbing the spinal cord. That time you will get different feelings like electric shock. Sometimes like you can see lightning,
Mm-hmm.
you can hear many things. These are all the play of the disc.
Mm-hmm.
When the disc start compressing the
Mm-hmm.
spinal cord beyond certain limit, as if you are going to die, the Kundalini awakening will take place. This is a spark of Kundalini awakening. When it happens in its fullest, it is beyond explanation. That time we can really experience what death is. That is why the personification of that process is called Mahadeva, Lord Shiva, the god of death. That is the experience of transformation. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Thermodynamics says. Second part says, if one form of energy changes, it will appear in another form. So we know we are all one form of energy. When this form of energy changes, it will appear in another form. This method of transformation, when we come to know, we are experiencing death. The moment we experience death, we conquered death. That is what he said. Shrunandu Vishwe Amridasya Putra. Means you can experience the transformation which we call death. So you are all getting this simple spark is a spark of Kundalini awakening. So enhance it. It's like, as I told you, a small candle light is there. That light can be grown and you can make it into a cosmic sun.
Yeah, yeah. Guruji, in the interest of the limited time we have left, I just want to, you did such a great job of explaining that how this whole starts. Last time, you said you gave us actually two different aspects now through the sessions. Today, you talked about the physical aspect as well, that when you start on this journey, you need your Panchabhautik Bhuta Shuddhi, means you kind
Yes.
of purify the five elements that you were created with through the
Yes.
right food, right water, right energy created through heat, right breath,
Yeah.
regulated right breath, and
Yes.
proper sleep. And then
Mhm.
last time, over the last few sessions, you also spoke about that silence and introspection at the manasic level, at the level of the mind, and how to create that. And we constantly use the breath for
Mm.
these purposes. Then,
Yes.
when you go on to the path of Tantra, which Tantra basically is that state of mind, the tantric state is that state of mind, which is deeper. It is a technique for you to really know yourself. And as you do this on the physical level with the right tools, and you do this at the mental level as well with the breath and introspection, then the level is to get a mantra from a guru. That will probably be a natural transition. It will be natural
Yes.
to get a
Mhm.
mantra from your guru. Then that also has from a verbal mantra to a Shuddhi mantra to a Mula mantra, which are different levels based on your energy.
Yes.
After that point, a student becomes completely capable to go on his own journey, which
Mhm.
are in deep tantric states.
Yeah.
And then naturally, the tantra and the yantra that he needs for his journey will be revealed to him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to be insecure about what he needs to do, he just has to stay consistent on his path.
Yes. That's all. It's very simple. Actually, again, it depends on how many tools you have to take or to keep. Depends on the target which you fix. If you want to transform completely into the God consciousness, you must be equipped. Otherwise, if you need a comfortable, balanced mind, controlled mind, and a balanced body, then you can go to the middle level. You can practice basic level, middle level, or advanced level.
Mm-hmm.
So the preparation depends on
The
which
person.
target you fix.
Right, the revelation. So, Guruji, somebody asked a very interesting question. Ellie is asking, sorry if this has been covered, but would you recommend water fasting for purification? And my question, Guruji, is would you recommend any type of fasting? So, you spoke about once, you spoke about self control that we ourselves know, in Ayurveda, it's called Pradnya Pradha, where we ourselves know what is not good for us. And leaving that with the Yaman Niyam was also a tapasya. Now, somebody is asking, should you actively do langan or fasting? And what is your insight in that, Guruji?
I strongly recommend water fasting for as a medicine. If somebody is seriously ill, they should practice water fasting. Because again, do you have time today? How much
Guruji, we
time?
have time, but Instagram bumps us off at 11 o'clock. After 11 o'clock, the session automatically gets disconnected.
Okay, okay. So how many minutes remaining?
6 minutes, Guruji. We have 5 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay,
Don't worry, Guruji. I'll tell you when we have 2 minutes counter. It gives me a deadline.
fine,
I'll tell you
fine.
then.
See, okay. All hospitals and health institutions around the world controlled by whom? World Health Organization. If you see the logo of the World Health Organization, you can see a snake on that. So wherever you go in India or all over the world, any institution connected with the health, they will have a symbol of snake. What does it mean? Have you ever thought about it? Yes. But in traditional India, the sign of health was a symbol connected with two snakes interlinking each other and staying with a single hood. Actually, that is the symbol of Kundalini.
That's the
Muladhara
Ira
Sutra.
and Pingla.
Yes, Ila and Pingala, which is coming with one hood. So, what I am saying is, if you go to any Naga temple or snake grooves in India, anywhere you go, you can see a certain in a sequence of ritual that first you have to clean the Naga Vigraha, the idol of Naga, with the water. So first application water, then for a certain kind of medicated oil, medicated water, then milk, honey, turmeric, all these things are with a certain order. So whenever the energy flow is disturbed in your body, either due to wrong food or wrong water, wrong exercise, wrong breath, wrong sleep, any one of these 5 centers is disturbed, body cannot function at ease. That means you have disease. The moment you have disease, stop eating, drink only water. Within 3 days, the problem will be 70% problem will be vanished. It is an assurance. Again, you must know what to do in connection with that. 3 days water fasting. Then if you are very tired, have coconut water, ilanir, tender coconut. It's like having intravenous, drip.
Saline. Yes, like saline.
Yes. So when you drink coconut water, it will be consumed, taken in the body, absorbed in the body without any effort. There is no need of extra energy for digestion. Survive on that. Within 6 days or 7 days, you will come to know you are perfectly being all right. Then you can have milk or a carbohydrate or a protein, depends on your capability. What I am saying is, I strongly recommend water fasting. Whomever is capable of doing that, I advise that. Even in intimacy also, when people come with cancer or serious, skin problems, I insist them to go for water fasting 3 days. Then next 3 days, I will insist them to survive on tender coconut. And significant improvement is shown there.
Wow. Okay. Great, Guruji. Great, Guruji. Guruji, Krishnaji is suggesting that should we either continue the session a bit more by reconnecting, or we can actually continue the same topic, Guruji, a little bit. We can, if in the next session, Guruji, we can start off with you giving us an overall perspective. And then I'm sure, Krishnaji, today there are not so many questions, but I'm going to put out a place for people to ask questions before Guruji, before our session for next week, and we can ask more questions that way, Guruji, by next Wednesday.
Fine.
This was so useful, Guruji, as usual. Really, really useful. More things to think about. And the best part of this is, Guruji, that as long as we keep on the path, answers will be revealed to us. We don't have to feel desperate to find them. And I will tell you, Guruji, I have honestly experienced that. I have experienced that I just have to think, and now I feel. So thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Pranam, Guruji. Pranam.
Bye. See you later.
Yes, Guruji, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.